Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Happy hump day. It's another happy hump day. Yay. We made it. These days, I'm really excited when I make it through one day, but when you make it through an entire week, wow, jump for joy. It is another Wednesday morning. Happy hump day. I'm Valerie Shepard, the founder and CEO of the Hartley Center for Mindfulness and Self Mastery, and I'm wishing you a very happy hump day. No matter what's going on in your world, I'm hoping that there are things that you can um, leverage to remind yourself of the blessings that you have. And one of those blessings is reasons to be happy in spite of whatever's showing up. So, at the Hartley Center for Mindfulness and Self Mastery, we help people master themselves in their lives so they can exquisitely manage whatever their lives bring their way. The whole idea of self mastery is three pillars: self awareness, knowing you at a deep level, not just the surface stuff like mine. I love pistachio gelato and Rocky Road ice cream. Not just that stuff, not your favorite song, your favorite movie, what three wishes you would have, but deep stuff. Like, why is it that I think this? Or how is it that this circumstance keeps showing up in my life and I don't know why? Where are your knee jerk reactions coming from? What are your sacred cow beliefs? And not just what are they, but how are they influencing the thoughts you think, the things that come out of your mouth, and the actions you take? What are your habitual patterns of belief and expression? And ultimately, penultimately, is it all serving you? Is it all serving you? Are you getting heaping helpings of the favorite ice cream? Or do you plod along for a while and it looks like everything's fine and then whoops, you slip on the banana peel on the floor? What's going on? So, self awareness, deep level, self acceptance, making peace with anything that you think you shouldn't have done, shouldn't have said, should have known. Making peace with that, accepting all of you. The perfection is given, it's innate, it's who you are. We're not trying to find the perfection, we're just trying to activate it from within. And activating it means accepting that at any given moment, that's not exactly what shows up. And that doesn't mean it's not there. So it's just a matter of, can I accept myself when I'm being less than the person that I really am created to be? And can I get back on the path of being that person? Yay. And then self-love. My favorite. Probably my favorite because I've had to invest a lot in that. Because I wasn't really taught the depths of self-love. I knew how to give myself things, mostly jewelry. I knew how to give myself things, but not the self-love part. So these three pillars, like the deep love, the deep acceptance, like feel acceptance as a delicious hug that you give yourself, no matter what. Even like if you want to practice self-acceptance, like make a mistake and then give yourself a love and go, oh my, hug and go, oh my gosh, I love myself so much, even now with this mistake. Or you could replace even with especially now with this silly little mistake that somehow some inner voice wants to be really upset about. And self-awareness. So that's what we do here at the Hartley Center. I'd love for you to come over and join our crew. We are now up to 1,000 members strong, creating a movement to have more peace, love, and joy on the planet. That's my Bliss Collective Facebook group. And we got a lot of stuff going on in there. I just gave everyone a nice little gift for being a part of the 1,000 strong, and we'd love to have you come on in. We just do tips and tools and tricks and support one another to live a high vibration life. And periodically, we just finished one a month ago, and we're going to start another one next month. 7-day Grow in Self-Mastery, Flow into Bliss challenge. It's a 7-day challenge to have more peace, love, and joy in your life. It's free. I'm getting some really good feedback. People are telling me they are really noticing who they're being that's getting in their way, getting in the way of their rhythm and flow. So come over and play with us. So today, let's talk about what I just mentioned. Let's talk about rhythm and flow. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. You can type into the chat, what's your favorite example in your life of rhythm and flow? Rhythm and flow. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a demonstration here. Can't snap with the right hand, snap with the left hand. Here we are for the Hump Day Happy Chat. It's pretty good, so y'all should be coming back. Get some tips, some tools you can use every day to light your path and help you find your way. Woo! I am a total hack when it comes to rapping, and I love myself every time I do it because I get a good laugh. Laughter, especially when you turn it inward, is so freeing. To be able to go, wow, that was pretty rich. I would love some some rappers' evaluation of my rhythm and flow. So this is what I felt when this came to me. I mean, literally about 15 minutes ago, because I really didn't know what I was going to talk about. This is happening more and more often, and I'm learning to flow with it. Flow with the fact that I don't know what to talk about. Sometimes I get inspiration just for me, and other times I get some motivation from questions that I get. So thank you for contributing to what I talk about. It lets me know that what I'm talking about is really built to serve you. That's what I'm doing this for. It's not to hear myself talk or amuse myself. It's really to put myself in a high vibration form of service. Because I envision a world where the things I talk about are everyday occurrences for everyday people. And together we create a collective consciousness of love and generosity. I had a great chat with a collaborative partner about generosity, fostering generosity yesterday. Generosity and humility and compassion and love, unconditional love, flourishing, thriving lives erupting all over the planet. So that's what this is about. Come and play. So flow, I looked it up relative to rap. Everything I found was about rap, so I had to write a rap. Okay, so there you go. And this whole idea of rhythm and flow. So one of the things that I saw that I really resonated with was this idea that rhythm sort of speaks to the ear. The ears listening for are you hitting the right beat? Are you on the rhythm? Are you, boom, diddy, boom, diddy, boom, diddy, boom, a diddy, boom, a diddy, boom, a diddy, ba ba beep. Yeah, that's what the mind, the ear is sensitive to. I mean, the ear is sensitive to. And the mind is listening to that flow. The mind is in the flows. They come together really beautifully to create what we love in song language, the language of music. Flow, the very smooth, relaxing movement, whereas rhythm is the the beat, get on the beat, get on the da 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 da. That to me is like beautiful in music and totally applicable to our lives. And we have both in our lives. That beat you're on when you're like into something and you're doing it really well and you got it down and you're like laying it down. It is going great. For me, it's when I'm dictating something that I'm writing. When I'm writing and I can feel that the words are just coming in a rhythm. And I take a break and I think, and there they are. And I take a break and I think some more, and there they are. And then I go, oh, jump back, and I do some more there. And then I jump back forward and I do some more there. And I get into this thing where, oh, I'm going to look it up. Oh, I'm going to go over there. And I get into this rhythm. And it's woo, and it feels fantastic. Good morning. Thank you for joining me. And then there's also the flow. Like I'm flowing through my day. And I know I have this conversation and I'm taking my nap here and I'm getting something to eat and I might go out and get some fresh air and go for a walk. There's a flow. And the rhythm and the flow come together. And before I know it, I'm doing my evening meditation and allowing myself to drop off to sleep. Yes, the rhythm and flow. And the cycles can be daily, they can be weekly, monthly. You could be cycling through a semester or a quarter at school. You could be cycling through a planning cycle at work. You could be getting through the envision cycle in your artistic creation. You could be in the cycle of contraction in. We just had an eclipse, and the stillness of turning inward may be the movement that you were making. All of that is how the rhythm of life is lived and expressed. And then you're in the midst of that rhythm and flow, and you're expecting your life to go a certain way. Probably the way you planned it, because you planned it that way. Been there, done that, got lots of t-shirts. I planned it that way, so of course it's going to go the way I planned. Yay, because I planned it that way. You probably, just like me, thought it all out, made you made your milestone map, you've got the right contacts, you've got a super affiliate group, or maybe you've got your bachelor's degree, your master's degree, your PhD on a calendar, a 10-year calendar, and you're looking at how you're going to meet the right professors and you're going to get the right research grants, and man, you got it down. And you're in your groove. And you're doing your thing. Yeah. Love it. And then something throws you off the beat. Something throws the beat out the window. Pick your poison. It can be financial, something in the family, something in your career, work, health, something in the economy. In different places in the world, there are things that no one can plan for, like social unrest, like government takeovers, like, heaven forbid, war. It doesn't matter what the poison is. It doesn't matter what the disruptor is. It doesn't matter that it came in. It matters how you receive it. How you receive it. It's not about the stumbling and fumbling along and realizing that I'm doing anything but flowing with my rhythm. I can't even hear the music. I don't even remember what song. Doesn't matter. Those are just incidental to the situation. They are not the main thing. I had a coach really harp on keeping the main thing the main thing. It is not something that I feel accomplished at. It is not my best thing. I had to think for that word. It's not. Keep the main thing the main thing. Especially when it seems like everything is going wrong, or as I talked about last week, everything's going to hell in a handbasket. So what do you do when these situations show up? The war is a very extreme one, so everything that I'm talking about comes after getting yourself to safety. Any situation that you are experiencing that throws you off your rhythm because it's dangerous, because your life is threatened, whether that be with your personal health or because of a situational dynamic that has to do with where you find your physical body, that has to come paramount. That has to talk about keeping the main thing the main thing. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. Preserving your life. That would be your main thing in that moment of danger. And then when you're through the danger, or you're in a situation where there never was any danger, there's just the turbulence that can happen when a plan is met with something that feels more like chaos, something that disrupts the plan and throws it into a space that you didn't anticipate and don't know how to deal with. So here's what you do. In the space of living happy to be me, remember, happiness is not a conditional experience based on what's going on around you. It could be that. It was that for me for a long time. My happiness was totally dependent on what other people were doing and what was going on outside my world. And the problem with that, it's not horrible. I mean, you could live that way and you could actually be successful that way. I've gotten to the place where I'm like, why would anybody want to? For me, I want happiness 24/7, 365. And that's not Pollyanna thinking. That is, as an engineer mind, how do I craft that? What's the blueprint for creating that? How do I take this power that I've used in my life for so many years in so many ways to the benefit of so many businesses and other people and craft a life that I love living 24/7, 365? So the happiness is there even in the midst of things that would be seen as problems, chaos, absolutely not wanted. It's happiness existing, choosing to cultivate happiness regardless of the situations. Why? Mostly because most of the situations you find yourself in, you can't change. You don't have control over other people, over governmental institutions. You don't have control over educational institutions and organizations. You don't even have control over your spouse or your kids. And if you're not living in the high vibe world of living happy to be me, you maybe don't even have control over you, over your thoughts, over your words, over what you do. You're being run by your subconscious and unconscious minds. Not good or bad or right or wrong. Is it serving you to live a life that you really love living? Ha ha ha. Someone agrees with me. So, wrapping up today's Hump Day Happy Chat, what do you do? What do you do when your rhythm and flow is disrupted by something that knocks you off your beat? Okay, say it with me. First step is always breathe. Wow. Look at this. Wow. Wow. What the? Breathe. Not always easy. Absolutely always necessary. This next step is also necessary and also will require your conscious, committed, proactive choice. The next step is release resistance to the situation. Release resistance to the fact that you're knocked off your beat. Just kind of stumble and fumble. Don't fall down and smash your face and break your teeth on the curb. But you get what I mean. We're talking about the emotional disturbances that knock you out of your rhythm with your ideal way of doing your life. That's all we're talking about. So I offer this triad that has always worked for me: accept, allow, receive. Accept, allow, receive. It allows me to release resistance. So resistance I can feel when my shoulders cave in. I can feel it when I'm like clenching my muscles. My muscles on the right side kind of do that on their own, but when I'm consciously making it even worse for myself, when I'm clenching my muscles, when I'm in a no, you can feel the difference between a no and a okay. Aha. Accept. Yes. Allow. Yes. Receive. Yes. The heart opens. The mind goes quieter. You might even feel yourself leaning in. I always feel myself leaning in when I get into acceptance mode. And when I'm in resistance, I can tell because I'm going, what the? And I can feel the ire rise up. I have a good growl. I can feel that inside. It's not pretty. It doesn't feel good. I want to feel good. It doesn't feel like the God nature inside me to be doing that. It's a knee jerk. Comes up. I ask it to quiet. The breathing does that. My body has gotten really clear. I do the breathing so often at the immediate moment of something that's not what I want, that my body's learned, oh yeah, she's about to go into that thing she does. And we can relax and go, okay, let's see. So that's why I start with it. When you get into the pattern, a conditioned pattern of receiving your life in acceptance, in allowing, in yes energy. And then here's something really important. Open your heart into curiosity. It is one of the most important states you could put yourself in your life. Curiosity. Curiosity is what makes you kind of notice, oh, that's not what I thought it was. There's a light coming at me. I thought it was a train. It's actually a flashlight from an angel helping to light my way. Oh my goodness. They're trying to tell me, turn that way. I'm not about to get bowled over. I'm about to get served into something even better than I could have imagined. Allow, open your heart, become curious. Next step, get still in that place. Can you be still? Don't so quickly try to move. Run to the next thing. Get back into my rhythm and flow. Maybe your rhythm and flow was bringing you right to where you are right now, and you should take a load off. Take a break. Be still. Allow that curiosity to breathe as you through stillness. Take no action until you know you're in the most peaceful interior place. Why? Because when we take action when we're all freaked out, unless you're in danger, when we take action when we're in emotional freak out, those actions are usually not the best. We often look back on them and go, oh, I wish I hadn't said that. Wish I hadn't done that. Wish I'd waited a couple more minutes. Something better might have shown up. I can remember several times when I invested money in the midst of feeling fear, and the fear was kind of telling me, don't give them that check. Don't hand over this money. And had I just accepted, okay, this is coming up differently than I thought. I'm in my rhythm and flow. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Things are going to happen. Yes, yes, yes. And then I got a message saying, no, don't do it. And had I taken the moment to accept and allow and receive the no, oh boy, I thought I wanted to do this. I thought this was the right thing to do. And I'm getting a different message right now. And if I had just said, I'm going to be still and listen to what more wants to come through to me, I might have saved, we're talking tens of thousands of dollars. And the investments were not sound, and the money is gone. Good learning lesson about this lesson, this topic. How to be still in the midst of a no. When in doubt, don't. That's what my mom used to say. Shout out to Loretta Shepherd Hurst. When in doubt, don't. So when that no is coming in, when you thought you were dancing with a yes, don't take a move. Be still. Reflect. I wonder what's going on here. Ask. Angels, guides, ancestors, God, higher self, show me. Show me. Then listen. Look. Be expectant for what's coming. Dream. Imagine. Imagine yourself into the other side of this pause. And then take a baby step. Take a baby step. Test the waters before you go leaping back into the rhythm. And this is what people often do. They want to go back into the old rhythm, into the old flow. And this whole situation may be showing you that rhythm and flow was then. A new rhythm and flow wants to be now. That was then. Curiosity is, what is now wanting to be lived through me, expressed as me, for me, from me, to me, about me. Take a baby step to test the waters. And then you start dancing with a new step. See the new step that wants to come through you. And then how do you open and receive whatever wants to play with you in that new step? On the inner, you're listening to how you feel about things. What is feeling good? What is feeling like a come hither? And in your outer, what looks like sparks of activity? What looks like, oh, come over here. Where's the energy flowing to tell you, we got energy for you here, kiddo? Release the resistance to letting that go and stepping into this anew. Release your resistance to, I'm so upset, I lost my rhythm and flow. And that was such a good rhythm and flow. And I knew how to do that rhythm and flow. And oh my gosh, and now I feel like a failure and everybody's going to think I'm an imposter. And I already changed my rhythm and flow a week ago and now I'm doing it again. Let all that go. Maybe the changes are like you just go this way, like what do you call those things? Combination lock, right? You do a little bit to the right and a little bit to the left and boom, it clicks into place and the safe opens. So maybe your rhythm and flow's like that. Whoever said it was a straight path, just get into rhythm and flow and you're done. It's not. Ask anyone who's done a class 4 rapid. So pay attention. And then as you get into this new rhythm and flow, add on and be ready to do it again when the next disruption appears. One of my favorite quotes from mystic and poet and guide, teacher, wise being, Bodhisattva, is Rumi. And this path, this quote is straying marks the path. Straying marks the path. Meaning, the interpretation I have for the quote is, when we take detours, pay attention, because the detour may sound like a detour because we were on the path. But then the straying into the detour may actually be the true or the truer or the truest path in this moment. Straying can mark your path when you allow yourself to be knocked off your rhythm and flow, and you see what more is possible where you land. That's it for today's Hump Day Happy Chat. Thank you for joining me. If you watched in the replay, #replay, tell us your favorite rhythm and flow. Come on over to the Bliss Collective, facebook.com/groups/the Bliss Collective. Look forward to seeing you there. Many blessings. We always close the Hump Day Happy Chat with the prayer for loving kindness from the Buddha. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be happy. May all beings be safe. May all beings awaken to the light of your true nature. May all beings awaken to the light of their true nature. And may all beings be free. Thank you so much for joining me. Many blessings. Bye now.